Right, we're live. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. Things have been changing quite a bit with Eva and myself. Um, so we're going to be doing those. We're going to try actually on Sundays now, roughly for half an hour. If you guys have any questions, so while the show's going on, type in. We'd love to get your readings actually for you. Again, those we're going to try off and on actually at 7 o'clock on Sundays to see how it goes compared to Friday nights. But yeah, so Eva, how have you been? We haven't talked for a while.
No, we haven't. Well, I've been dealing with allergies because they have been harvesting all around us, to the north, southeast, and west, and soybean, sugar beets, and corn. And so I'm sitting here with stuffing in my eyes, but I'm okay. I've got it. We finally had a good frost, and that has tremendously.
Okay.
And you?
For myself, though, got some great news for everybody. I am now a manager. I have climbed actually out of that pit of life. I am now a manager actually of a shoe company. So do not call me El Bundy from the Bundy family. Married with children. Do not call me that him. But yeah, I am now a manager actually here in Ontario. There's a shoe company called Walking on a Cloud. I am officially the manager. So hours for me are different. I got a lot more responsibilities, a lot more leadership. But again, if you guys get a chance though, if you guys are in Ontario, check out Walking on the Cloud. We do carry shoes though, especially if you have problems for walking. We do carry orthopedic shoes, which is awesome. And do you wear orthopedic shoes, Eva?
Say again?
Do you wear orthopedic shoes?
No, I don't, and I should. I have neuropathy. It is not the diabetic neuropathy. It is from fibromyalgia, but I've been told that some good, those kind of should be good form. So that's the next step. I'm getting old.
Hey, we're all getting old. We're all getting old. If you feel young, you're young. If you feel old, you're old.
You talked with my mom. She's 92. And there are people out there who do not believe that she is old. And my grandmother was 89, and people who still not believe she's 99. So it runs in the family. Actually, it kind of goes through.
Well, who knows? You might live a long life, especially right when it's being passed down in the genes. You never know. So yeah, I had an email earlier today. Person's not on right now, but person will be watching back a little bit later. Some great tragedy has happened to them. They're younger than Trevor and myself. So some great tragedy has happened. And really, really awesome person this person is. But I'll just say he wants to know of what is going to happen for him. Just recently, a death has happened close to him. He's gone through a lot in his life, but again, let's see what actually the cards have for him. Again, those if you guys want to be able to get a reading, feel free to type them in. Again, those we're here live Sunday nights now at 7 o'clock, so that way you guys can actually take part. So, all right, and Eva, if you're ready, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. He suffered a tragedy.
Yeah. He's actually suffered quite a bit of tragedy just recently. And his life though has been quite a roller coaster for his life.
Yeah. Okay, the first card I pulled was the 10 of coins. And that shows a very happy, if I can get it so you can see it, very happy situation. But it's a 10 in the numbering, whatever. 10 is the end. the ending. And I think, okay, looks good for him. These tragedies are going to be soon ending. But then I pull out these other cards, Temperance and the Chariot. And when I pulled out the second card, which was Temperance, I did a double take because it was like, oh yeah, all of these tragedies are going to contribute to his well-being, believe it or not, and he will be in charge, more in charge than he is now. It's not like these things are going to happen that he has no control over, but he's going to have more control of his life, which is the Chariot. And even though these things have been devastating to him, the final card, or the outcome card that I pulled out, is the Emperor. And normally when I pull the Emperor, I think of kind of a ruling sort of situation. But in this case, I looked at it as wisdom. All these things have combined, and they're working to give him the wisdom. He will become someone that people will look to. He will become someone that will see more than one side to a situation because of the things that he's gone through. I'm looking that it's going to be starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not going to be an oncoming train. I can tell you that. And there's no but. I was going to say but there is no but. It's just, this is the way it is. He has endured very well. There were moments when he did look at it with, oh my God, why me? But he seems to have gotten the answers, which is why I look at the Emperor with wisdom. People are going to start coming to him because of this. This has tempered him into something where he's a better person. Not that he was a bad person to begin with, but he will become a better person.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm picking up right now.
Okay. All right. So cards I'm using are the same cards I did reading for you last week. So these cards I'm using though are actually the Knave Spirit cards, and these are actually from Denise Lynn. So the first card I actually drew for you is Answering the Call. Whoops, there we go. Answering the Call is actually the first card that I drew for you. And that one there is, well, Eva was reading that the card for that one there is, yeah, you got the message, so or he has passed away, like your friend has passed away. But you're answering the call though. The reason was because what you shared with us directly though, that you do actually have the gifts. But things are going to be a lot more stronger. Sort of like what Eva said though, is you're going to become more of a leader. All right. And you're going to be able to help a lot more people within the journey. Yeah, things have been downhill for you, but yeah, you are going to be able to live what you've learned from growing up in the past to now, even down the road, exactly from what knowledge though you have. Again, though, Eva was hitting on that. The next one I got for you was, it's an upside down card. All right, and it's Thunder Drum. Sorry about the people, but yeah, Thunder Drum. All right. So right now, those you're not banging your drum. You're not getting that heartbeat going the right way. So what we need to do though is, even though that you had lost actually a good somebody that's close to you within a death, all right, you gotta get that beat going again. You gotta bang that drum so that way you can actually honor Mother Earth. All right. We here work on Turtle Island, but still, again, we have to honor Mother Earth and start beating that drum. All right, a lot of things have happened. Once we start beating that drum, the more of our ancestors are going to come to you. Now, talking about ancestors, the next card that I got though was Ancestors. All right. So again, this going again though from what Eva was saying to you, saying about your ancestors and within the knowledge, so that you've actually learned. It's going to be able to come forward all together. All right, that way you're more or less like an elder. But the funny thing though is, last week I did pull a card when we had a private session, and the card though that I drew, and you got again this week for some reason. All right, it's ceremony smudging, right? So you need to really smudge. Get that negative energy away from you. So that you can be able to move a lot more further within your life. Again, it seems like the cards to me though, is so that you're going to be actually going a little bit higher altogether with all the knowledge so that you've learned. Go right ahead, Eva.
May I add one thing? You said smudging, and along with smudging, carry a piece of carnelian. It helps to repel and take away the negative energies.
Yeah.
Just that's
no. It's awesome though. It's awesome. Yeah. So this person though, last week I did a private reading for, and it was great though to actually be able to do the private reading, because there was so much knowledge though that the cards were speaking to him. And yeah, this person though.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Don't you just love it when you do a reading and it's like you really don't know what to say to the person after they kind of give you a little bit of a background, and you're like, oh, and you lay those cards out and it's just like something beyond you is speaking. Something beyond you is giving you this information, and it's like, damn, and it's just pounding and pushing you, and they just fall into place. I love that.
Yeah, and it's so true though. The reason is because, again, though, I think you do it the same way like I do it. Do you allow them to shuffle with your energy, or do you shuffle?
Yes, I do.
For them?
I first of all, I will have the deck, and I will do where you divide the deck and you do it together. So that takes out energies. And before I do that, I tunk it on the table, which also takes out the energy. Do a little shuffle, just, and I say, this is how I want you to shuffle them, because some get really into this. Just do a simple shuffle and you'll know when to stop. Sometimes they do ask me to do the shuffling, and I say, then you tell me when to stop.
Yeah.
And after they read, I do the layout on the cards depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing a full reading, it involves a little more than the 4-card pull. And but I try and have them do the shuffling, because I really do think having them put the energies really helps.
Yeah.
Really helps.
Yeah. Because the way I do it though, I just do a little shuffle, a quick little one. So I'm actually saying a prayer while I'm actually doing the shuffling, right? And then I give it to them, and I say, okay, go ahead, shuffle, pull X number amount of cards, and that's what I do those, right?
Always, before I clock in with you guys, I always use the Lord's Prayer as a protection, so that I am protected when I do the readings, because it's just a good thing to do.
That's like that. So this week here was an awesome week for me.
Yes, congratulations.
I was thank you. So Monday I was supposed to be starting actually on my store. But great things have happened with the manager over in Cambridge. But I know she'll probably watch back. So hey, Jen. So things have actually happened with her. So I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, it was actually Monday. I had to carry on over in Cambridge, which is part of the Kitchener-Waterloo area. It's the next city over. I had to do her store. And then Tuesday, I started actually on my store. And I've learned so much more from working at my store to use shoes. Most people think, though, that wearing shoes is like in and out, but there's so much more to the shoes. So, but I actually have a great team that works with me. So now I know though that we both worked in the material world before.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like so throughout your life here, actually on Turtle Island, have you ever worked in a shoe store?
No, I haven't. In fact, I don't know when I have sat down in an actual shoe store to have my feet get shoes for my feet.
Yeah.
Run into Wally World, ordered offline type thing, but I shouldn't say never. It's been a long time since I've actually sat down to have someone like measure my feet, the whole ball of wax. I haven't done that. I'm thinking that's kind of cool.
It is. It is. Because there's so many different types of feet out there. There's some people that will actually, there's so many people that actually have problems with their toes. Like their toes will be like this. So over top of each other, right?
Yeah,
that's called a lobster. That's called a lobster toe, or even deformed toes. So I'm basically dealing with people's feet, but when I'm always doing those afterwards, I'm always sanitizing. So, because I don't want to carry, anything. But yeah, it's like, but
end up with toe fungus in your nose or something.
Yeah, don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
So yeah, all right. So another question though, earlier today also was from Chrissy Dawn.
Oh, okay.
Special shout out to Chrissy Dawn from us. So Chrissy wants to know about her mother. Her mother is actually down in Southern Ontario from Northern Ontario. Her mother is actually in the hospital. Her mother's liver's not doing good. There's a couple other things medical wise, but again, we're not full medical. So again, those sort of like, but the stream says actually on the bottom here, it says so that basically we are not doctors. We're actually here for entertainment. But what we're going to do, those, Chrissy, we're going to see how your mother's going to be actually all together. So we're going to see.
I'm a fortune teller, not a doctor.
So true. So again, we're going to see how things are going to go.
Famous takeoff on a Star Trek line. I'm a doctor, not I'm a fortune teller, not a doctor. Yeah. I have in my readings throughout my life or throughout my career, I have had people come to me and ask me, could I do that? Should I do this? That sort of thing. And I don't know what I had done, but the next thing I know, I was told to please come with me. And this was at a psychic fair, and I, closed down my booth, walked in, and I was taken into a room to the back of the building that had a door on it, and they said, "You are not about any kind of medicinal of any kind. That is not what we're here for." It's like, well, what did I do? I'm trying to think, because I try to comply with that. And here I had told someone, it was a woman, if you have the menstrual cramps, to drink raspberry tea. It's an old remedy.
Yeah.
I was practicing medicine and was told not to do that. And I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So again, what we're going to do is, Chrissy, what we're going to do is we're going to see how your mom's going to be during the processing. Again, as you were saying, though, that your mother is overweight, so we're going to see if she's going to start listening to the doctors. All right, and everything else. We will not touch anything full medical, but we're just going to see how the outcome's going to be. So, yeah. All right. So, Eva, you got your cards ready, or?
I don't do cards on medical things. I do it by
sensibility.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll start though.
Oh, go ahead.
Unless you. All right. So.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So Chrissy, basically I got 4 cards for you. First cards I'm using though are actually the Angels and Ancestor cards. First card though, I got those shifters, and this one here is transform and unveil your gifts. All right. So right there is medical wise. And unfortunately, I can't disclose. But the thing though is, it's going to be transformed. It's going to change. It's going to change. Now that right there, I'm not going to say for the good or the bad, but it's basically going to change. So the way she can start paying attention more or less to herself. Right. I know though that you've been worried about mom and everything else. The next one, though, I got the high priest, attend and create. All right, all right. They're going to be giving her instructions basically to follow sort of medical stuff. She will be following that close. All right. This has scared her big time of what's taking place. And yes, again, though, is she's going to be following what the doctors are saying. That's basically what I'm getting from the cards and what you've been talking to me about. The next one I got, though, is ancestors. Move beyond ancestor patterns. All right. So we know what that basically means, Chrissy. I'm not going to go into full details. All right. So she has to move beyond that altogether. All right, to be able to actually get a lot better. The next one I actually drew all together is she needs to be devoted and committed. All right. Yeah, she's got Damien, actually his grandson. So yeah, she's got to be devoted and committed, and that's all I'm going to say. So Eva, go right ahead.
Well, you really kind of said a lot of things that I was thinking. I don't think whatever happened scared the bejeebies out of her. They are going to give her a bunch of things to do, diets. She's going to be with professional nutritionists, that sort of thing. She's really got to watch herself, because she's the kind who will gung-ho, let's go do this, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and about 3 weeks later, it's like, eh. And it may take a little longer. I'm hoping it takes a little longer, so that it becomes more of a lifestyle change than as opposed to just doing what the doctor told me to do. I'm trying to see if there's a possibility of another scare that will really solidify that she has to do what the doctors are saying, and I'm not seeing that. So that's a good thing. So I think my feeling is she is going to do what she needs to do. She's going to want to give it up, but she's going to see people around her that care for her and are really in her corner, something she didn't really see before. But she's going to have to be very diligent about what she eats, when she eats, how she eats. And that's about it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So Eva's, again, for those that don't know, Eva's in the States. I'm here in Canada, so we don't really talk that much. We don't see each other. Only time so we see each other is actually here, right, actually online. So Eva actually is picking up stuff, and I've picked up stuff. So our connections have connected, which is awesome. So, but yeah.
I don't think we have met, have we?
No, we haven't. We were supposed to meet a couple of years ago in Stratford, Ontario, for those of the Queens, but something happened, right? And sorry?
Always.
Yeah.
Something always happens.
Yeah. So things happen, right? But again, though, it doesn't matter if you meet somebody or if you talk to somebody actually over top, like online. So like how Eva and I are, or even exactly like on the phone talking to somebody, you can grow a close.
Yes, you can
grow a close bond with them.
And I agree with you. And I think I'm sorry I'm stepping on your lines today.
It's all right.
Okay, we have not met personally, where we could reach out and give each other a hug, but I think with the way communications are now, it's almost to that point where we can actually reach through the screen and give you a hug or something like that.
Yeah.
So Trevor's sitting there going like, oh dear God. But you have to remember, I'm a sci-fi person from way back, so I know this is going to happen sooner or later. Yeah. I'm not sure how, but it is.
Yeah. So again, though, I do say thanks, Eva, for joining in. Again, we're going to go for half an hour. Next Sunday, join us. Let your friends know. Next Sunday is our Halloween special. We've got a lot of great excitement stuff coming up for next Sunday. All right, brand new openings, and again, those will be actually here for your readings. If you guys want to be able to just actually send us personal messages, Eva is actually on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Also, emails. Eva emails at the end of here. So if you guys want to pause at the end while going back and playing the video through, you can send Eva a message or even myself. Again, those we're always here for you guys. All right. So Migwidge, all right, and Tansen. So, all right. Again, though, thanks a lot, Eva. You have a wonderful week, and
You
I
too,
look
and
forward
good
for
luck
seeing you.
and good luck at your new job. I know things are going to work great for you. So,
thanks a lot.
there
Yeah,
it
and I
goes.
will see. I'll see you next week. All right.
All
Talk
right.
to you guys all later. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
He mentioned publicly that he liked the shows on T&E. We were thrilled that he came on board for Hotel Paranormal.
Well, we approached T&E. We knew that T&E had such a great success with the more sort of straight paranormal, ghost hunting, haunting genre.
And I am the founder of Spectrum Paranormal Investigations here in the UK. Also a television presenter on Paranormal Captured and The World's Most Unexplained as well.
And he's the one that told my mother the story of Bathsheba. So for Lorraine Warren to just pluck that out of nowhere was fascinating.
As kids, they told us to follow our dreams, but the minute we started chasing them, they told us we were being unrealistic, told us to think about our future, said it was too late for us, and passions don't pay bills. But what they didn't know is that dreamers make their own victory.